I'm KV Dahl. My family's been in the car business since 1911, and I love cars. I think about cars all the time, and heck, I even dream about cars. I was born with a dipstick in my mouth and gasoline in my veins. And this is my garage. Welcome to this week's KV Dahl's Garage. This week we've got a 1929 Ford Model A Roadster. Now this thing's highly modified and it's built to look like it was built back in the late 40s, early 1950s. So basically what that means is this 1929 Model A Brookville reproduction metal body is sitting on 32 frame rails. So what they did is they took 32 Ford frame rails and they pinched them together so that they match the body line of a 29 Model A Roadster. And we've equipped this with a 1948 Mercury flathead V8. It's got a 3/4 cam in it, got vintage Fenton heads on it, and it has a Fenton intake with 2 Stromberg 97 carburetors. Now the motor itself is paired up to what they call a Flatomatic kit. So that allows you to take this flathead and mount it to a C4 transmission, automatic transmission. Being it's kind of a tight cockpit car, it's kind of nice to have that automatic transmission. We used a swan shifter, so it's basically the same as shifting on the column, but on the floor. So just park, reverse, neutral, drive, second, and low. Just makes it a lot easier to drive. And I'll tell you, with the speed equipment on this car, the 3/4 cam, the 2 carburetors, this thing sounds right, and man, it really performs well. We did the car in red oxide primer, because that's what they did back in the day. Red oxide primer, but then nice wheels and tires. I chose white wall tires on this thing. We louvered the hood. We used some kind of vintage Stuart Warner gauges in the dash, and the car just, man, it looks right. It's got the right stance. Ford 9-inch rear end. And then we went and we very tastefully did some nice custom pinstripes on the back in the old Von Dutch style of pinstriping, which was very, very popular, back in the 50s. A guy by the name of Jim Hetzler did the striping on it, and I begged him to sign it Von Dutch. He wouldn't do it, but he signed it Von Hetz, which is pretty cool, I think. Did some custom Nerf bar style bumpers on this thing, but they just fit the car correctly. They're just enough, not too much. And 1939 Ford taillights on it, the teardrop taillights. Whereas most people would have just mounted these flat taillights onto a curved panel. We had Dutch Eshelman, who is one of the best metal man in the country, kind of just did a nice little radius around these taillights, and they just look absolutely correct. Dual exhaust, custom-made headers on the car. If you come around to this side, you can see the headers, and then we did a cutoff there, so you can actually pull that nut off and run wide open headers. But let me tell you, it is loud and it will just rattle the teeth right out of your head. There's a little better view of that late Mercury flathead and the beehive style oil filter. The car looks right, it drives right. I do have a full set of side curtains on it, and just a nice looking car. We decided to run a 1939 Ford banjo style steering wheel on it, and the car looks right, it drives right. One of my favorites, 1929 Ford Model A. I guess we call these high boys because they don't have any fenders on them. 1929 Model A Roadster High Boy, KV Dahl's Garage. This is one of my favorites. I absolutely love it, and what a fun little car it is to drive. So if you're into the preservation of automobile history, Like, comment, and subscribe to our channel.